Okay, so these gonna die if they refuse the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. That's what's gonna get them. Okay, because a lot of these guys they believe in Christianity. What's the percentages, man? A third of all religion are Christians. Okay, so what? They're gonna be a cool. They're gonna be cool, are they? Because they already believe in Christianity. Okay, they're gonna be looked upon favorably. Hell no, man. Because a lot of them, believe the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, man. And if they refuse it, they're going to be enemy of the state, just like anybody else that refuses the chip. Okay? Because that's not the elite's visions, man. That's not your government's vision. Governments don't care about religion. Okay? They're going to bring their FEMA troops, man, and break down their doors that don't get down with their regime, man. Okay? And like I said, all these systems that are being put in place, okay, revolve around this RFID technology, man. Okay, it's got your identity on it. It's got your accounts on it. Okay, it's got your health records on it, man. It's got all kinds of information put on it, man. Okay, because the time that we're gonna be in is gonna be chaotic, man, and they're gonna insist that you have this chip. Okay, if you refuse, then you're something wrong. Why would you fail to cooperate with the government? Okay, why would you reject this? What have you got to hide, kind of thing. Okay, or you gonna be part of the resistance, man, because not everybody is gonna want to get down with it. And like I said, it's not gonna have nothing to do with fucking Christianity, man. Okay, this is gonna play on a much more carnal level, man, than people's ideologies, man. Okay, this is gonna come down to your belly rumbling, okay, or fear. That's what it's gonna come down to, man. Okay. We grab Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12. Right. It says, "For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vainglory of men they entered into the world, and therefore they shall come shortly to an end." Okay, so the whole idea really is all these religions are going to be destroyed anyhow. Okay, and like I said, the elites are in that same mind frame. They don't need the religion. Okay, they want to be worshipped. Okay, they want to be the rulers. Okay, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so for any of us, growing up, we've been under the influences of these religions, which is idolatry, man. Okay, but we're all able to repent and leave those ways through the sacrifice of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, through Yahweh Shai. So it's Solomon never had the mark of the beast, man. Okay, the mark of the beast isn't religion. Okay, the mark of the beast isn't idolatry. Okay, though, what taking the RFID chip tells us is that you don't believe in God. Okay, you don't believe in the Most High Yahweh Shai. Okay, you don't believe in them. Okay, and that you are accepting the so-called white man as your God. Okay, but it's nothing to do with Christianity, man. He's not going to turn around and say, "I am Jesus. Bow before me." He ain't going to do that, man. He gonna make it that the idea is that he gonna make it that everybody following these religions, even these atheists, they're all wrong. Okay, and he's gonna bring you the truth. Okay, so to speak, which is in the form of that Luciferian doctrine, which really ultimately everybody holds inside their beings, man. They have this. This is what they've infused with all this religion. Is this Luciferian doctrine? Okay, because the Bible doesn't teach half the stuff that these Christians teach from it. Okay, they've got their own infused doctrines that they use the scriptures to promote. Okay, but it's not in there. Okay, and that's the same for all these religions. They got these own philosophies and ideologies within them that, you know, they've embedded in people. Okay, that's why these Christians, all they ever talk about is love, man. Okay, that's all they ever talk about. They're some of the most ignorant people when it comes to the scriptures. Okay, because all they can talk about is love for everybody. But that stems from somewhere else. That doesn't stem from the Bible. Okay, that stems from that Luciferian doctrine. Okay, that the so-called white man is implying on all peoples. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Right. It says here, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, we're not ignorant of his plans, what he plans to do. Okay, that's why we're privy to the fact that the RFID chip, it's like it is the mark of the beast. We know it's not Christianity. He's not using Christianity to fulfill his ends. Okay, that's not a plausible way to do it anyhow. How is Esau going to control the whole world via Christianity? Okay, how is he going to do that? Oh, you're saying that, oh, he's going to cause an embargo, but an embargo is against countries. Okay? Actually, let's search that up. So an embargo, right? It's an official ban or trade or other commercial activity within a particular country. Okay? How is that going to be regulated? How's an embargo going to be set upon a whole nation, where within that nation, you know, there's different beliefs and systems. Even in every nation has different, you know, beliefs. So how is it if you're a Christian, you're gonna get fed and other persons are not gonna get fed? Okay, it's not an embargo, man. The buying and selling has nothing to do with embargoes. Okay. So an order of a state forbidding foreign ships to enter or any ships to leave its ports. Okay, it means to stop trade. Okay, it's to stop bringing things into the country. Okay, that's what an embargo is. So, you know, how is Christianity going to do that? Because that's what you're saying. You're saying it's an embargo. You know, but how is that achieved? How is that done? You don't get personal embargoes, man. Okay. You know, and to be fair, when the time comes, okay, when World War III is kicking off, there ain't gonna be no fucking ships bringing in resources and food and shit, man. Okay, trade will stop regardless. Okay, but the food that is accessible in your countries, man, they're gonna be rationed. Okay, and they're gonna be given out to those who are signed up. Okay, they're gonna receive that mark, that RFID chip. Okay, it's like, you know, being on benefits, man. You gotta go and sign yourself up, man. You gotta apply, okay, to get those benefits. People are gonna be under rations, man, and the only way you're gonna receive those benefits, those rations, because you ain't gonna have access to them yourself. Okay, you're not gonna be able to freely go and get what you want. Okay, you're gonna have to take the RFID chip, and that's gonna ration what you can and can't get. You should not buy or sell save he that had the mark. Okay. You're not going to go to the fucking store and say, oh, I'm a Christian. Oh, give me my loaf of bread. That ain't going to fucking work. Okay? It don't make no damn sense. Okay? Right? So, like I said, man, it's all about knowing the plans, the game of the elites. The game of Satan, man. What he plans to do. Okay? And what he plans to do is been scattered through different sources out there, okay? And there may be bones, you know, among the meat of it, but it's for us to decipher, man. It's for us to piece it together, okay? And you know, decide what makes sense to the things that are going around us, man. Okay, whether or not these things are true or not, that's for us to figure out through the spirit. Okay, but one of the things that gives you an indication to the things that are happening is this letter from Albert Pike, okay, who was a 33 degree Freemason, you know, a general, or you know, I believe he's a general. Okay, you know, he wrote this letter to this Italian guy, man. Okay, another Freemason. All right, and it outlines the 3 world wars that would take place. And we know the scriptures talk about the 3 world wars, okay, and the 2 that have already come to pass. Okay, when you read this letter, you'll find out why the 2 world war, the first 2 world wars were started, or the purpose of them. Okay, and it outlines the purpose of the 3rd. Okay, and it will show you, man, that this is not about religion, man. They use religion as an excuse to do certain things. They need, you know, this is the setup. Okay, but I'm gonna briefly read the Second World War part, right? I mean, you can read this letter in the whole thing in your own time. Okay, it says the Second World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences between the fascists and political Zionists. This war must be brought about so that Nazism is destroyed. Okay, what happened at the end of World War II? Nazism was effectively destroyed. Okay, you got little remnant cells floating about, but they're destroyed. They've got no influence or power. And that the political Zionism be strong enough to institute a sovereign state in Israel and Palestine. Okay, what happened? That state of Israel was, you know, put in place. Okay, communism must be strong enough in order to balance Christendom, which would then be restrained and held in check until the time. Christianity has been a dead thing, man. You don't really hear nothing about fucking Christianity, man. They're just there in their groves, not doing a lot. Okay, they're not like how things used to be. Okay, you know, with the Crusades and all that kind of stuff, they're not active. They're just there. Okay, they don't speak a lot. But in that time, the Muslim religion was given credence. It was given the push, and that is why, you know, we have this rise in Islam, man. Okay, and they're the main front. They're the main guys in the news in terms of religion. Is Muslims are doing this and doing that, blowing us, attacking this, anything. Okay, people don't talk about Christianity, man. Christianity's been taking a battering. All their so-called laws they're meant to uphold have been battered. They got women reverends, they got gay reverends, they got all kinds of fucked up shit going on, which is against the scriptures. All because society, the government has pushed these things upon them. Okay. And now they're teaching these things like this has always been part of the scriptures. You know, we're having to evolve with modern times. All this bullshit. Even got the Pope talking about the same shit. You got the Pope going to world religion organizations and telling us how we need to come together and save the world and all this kind of bullshit. Okay? So Christianity took a fucking backseat, right? Yeah, it starts talking about communism and all that kind of stuff. Right, moving on to the Third World War. Okay, which is the one we're running up to right now, or we're currently in. Well, depending on how you want to look at it. Okay, it says the Third World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agents of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. Okay, that's why Islam is a big thing. A so-called big thing right now. Okay, it's our main enemy to peace and all this kind of bullshit. Okay, you know, they talk about the Christians that are getting murdered down there and that kind of shit. Okay, but it's because of ideologies, religious ideologies, that these wars are going on, which is what they push. All right, the war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arab world, and the political Zionism, the state of Israel, okay, because they're the two fighting factions there in the Middle East. Okay, that's why Armageddon is going to take place there in the Middle East, right? It says, and the political Zionists, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Okay, they're going to destroy each other in this world war. Okay, says, meanwhile, the other nations once more